I'm not trying to hurt her mental health right now.
And he noticed that there was a patch on his skin.
And I was like, I know I want to marry her, but I'm going to wait because it's for me. And he's been more new into my life, but it's a lot of compromise as well. It's understanding both sides.
And it helps with reducing wrinkles. There's also known benefits for muscle recovery. So a lot of athletes will be using it, or also like skin conditions. We have, a lot of different people are coming in and tanning for a variety of different reasons.
So negotiating and figuring out our dynamic together. And it made us also stronger as well.
Like there's known vitamin D increases in using the beds, or serotonin, dopamine.
Because if you put 100% into something, you're leaving out something else.
What can go wrong?
And I think when I have high faith, it's like walking through a wall of bullets and not feeling fear.
Yeah, there's so many things that you can learn, I guess, in this space, and you just have to put yourself out there and take those risks, because the more you learn, the more you grow.
Hello, you beautiful people. Welcome back to the Long-Term Podcast. I'm your host, Advin Villa. Today, we have business and life partners. They are the CEOs of Arizona Tanning, Kryska and Morgan Early. We will discuss tanning truths, debunking myths and highlighting benefits, the light side, red light therapy and skin health, and building a business and life together. Morgan and Chris are phenomenal people. They are really into health, and it's really inspiring to see how much they have grown, not only in their business but in their personal lives too. They recently got engaged, and I'm immensely happy for them. I see them all the time in one of the gyms that I go to at GARC, it's called, and they've got so much great advice with a lot of hope, faith, and courage. I recommend this episode to anyone that wants to build a business one day, or wants to know how to find a partner and how to be reliable. They are phenomenal people. Everybody, welcome Morgan Early and Kryska.
All right.
Now my heart's going.
Welcome to the Long-Term Podcast. Morgan Early and Kryska, everyone.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about Arizona Tanning, and how has the business been doing lately, and what's exciting you most about where it's headed?
Yeah. I mean, there's lots of exciting things going on. We just took over the business April 1st. It just worked out at the right timing that my boss was looking to sell her business. So I thought none other better than Chris to partner with me in this exciting business adventure.
Yeah, and I couldn't ask for a better partner myself, business and relationships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when you were first looking into it, hey, and you were just kind of iffy about it, right? And you didn't really know if it was something that you were going to get into. But here we are 6 months later, a year later. Yeah.
A bit of a roller coaster, lots of negotiating and figuring out our dynamic together. And it made us also stronger as well.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, it went smooth.
Yeah.
No, we began the negotiations back in November. So to my surprise, I didn't realize how long it would take to close a business deal, even with people that we're close with. You get the lawyers involved and the landlords, and it just takes a little bit longer than anticipated. But we're here and it's going strong. And I think we just have so many exciting things that we want to keep pursuing.
Yeah. Together.
Do you find there's still a stigma around men tanning, and how do you approach creating a welcoming space for all genders?
Oh, big time around men tanning. Everyone, or at least my initial thought was getting into it, I was like, oh, that's a woman thing. That was my personal interest or personal insight into it. And then once I got more hands-on, I noticed there's actually more men going. And even with my friend groups, they were all like, well, that's kind of weird at first. And I was like, well, it helps make you look a little bit better and increases, a lot of serotonin in myself at least. And I kind of like the experience too. And, helps throw off the muscles a bit to get that tan going.
Yeah.
At least I've noticed it. It makes me stare in the mirror a little bit longer.
I mean, bodybuilders, right? They go for a whole tanning gig.
Yeah, spray tans and everything like that.
Because when you're darker, your muscles are just way more defined. And that's the same for women as well.
Oh, right? Yeah. Well, even when I first started working there, I didn't think that there'd be as many men tanning there. But I mean, when you're working in the trades and you got farmers tans and you want to even it out, or, you know, you're involved in fitness, it just makes sense that, a lot of different people are coming in and tanning for a variety of different reasons.
There's often a debate around like the safety of tanning beds. So how do you ensure your clients are tanning responsibly and safely?
Yeah, well, when we have someone come in and they're intrigued in either tanning or spray tan services, we'll have them fill out an intake form where we're able to kind of determine where their skin type lies. And through an analysis of different questions, we can see how many minutes we should be kind of tanning them for. And then as we bring them into the salon, we can find different bed types based on like the intensity. We have different beds that are lower in intensity or higher in intensity, and kind of find that where it works best.
I think with a lot of things, right, there's always going to be a risk. Like even the sun, right? There's risk, and you just need to be able to learn about yourself and learn about the activity that you're engaging in and seeing if it's right for you.
Oh, right? Yeah. Well, and even tanning in itself, like we were talking about this the other day, how when you're tanning indoors, you're tanning safely too. You can never determine what the UV of the sun is outside. So when you're tanning inside, our beds are always the same intensity, whether you're going for 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, you'll determine where it's going to help your skin type the best. And there's that safety factor, I feel like.
To prevent sunburning, especially, because then that's what causes the most damage to your skin.
Yeah. And it's like too much, right? And then there's with anything in moderation, that's the great way to go about things.
Exactly.
Do you find that that's a question that gets asked a lot? Like, hey, does this cause cancer?
That's the main concern. I think everyone's thinking about going into sun tanning. That was my main thought before I got into this business with lovely Morgan. And she schooled me in everything to learn about this business, and I was clueless.
Well, I mean, there's just so many different things to learn, and there's so much science behind tanning as well. Like our skin is the largest organ on our body, so you want to make sure that you're taking care of it and tanning safely, and, you know, moisturizing your body properly and tanning safely with the equipment that we have. So everyone's required to wear eyewear to protect our eyes, and we make sure our clients are purchasing new eyewear every 6 months because they do expire. And tanning with lotion also helps you to reduce that risk of sunburning, but also just moisturizes your skin to enhance your tanning benefits a little bit better. But we also offer other services than just UV. We also offer spray tans and red light.
Yeah. What was the, like when you, out of all the businesses that you guys could have engaged in, like why tanning?
I don't know.
It was just the opportunity. And when you have an opportunity like that, it's might as well try for it. And she presented it to me, and I was talking to my dad about it. We were just on our way to the farm. I was just like, hey, Morgan might buy into a business. And then next thing you know, it was Morgan and I buying into a business. And I thought it was just crazy at the time. I mean, life was moving fast in the last year for me.
And me too.
And we kept up, and we kept going, and we're going to keep going. Yeah.
No, I think just even from starting so many different startups, like my first business I started when I was 18. I mean, we've chatted a few times throughout the years. I had an eyelash extension business. Then there was Printed Fit with the activewear. And then my sister and I started a small business market. I've always started things on my own. I've never purchased into something. And I think there's just so much more behind the scenes. And I think we're just learning through this whole process of, new things are being thrown at us every day, which is exciting and challenging.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off.
No, I was going to say, everything comes with risks. Yeah. And I'm glad to handle it with her. Yeah.
Did you guys always have a business mindset? I know you, like in your family, you've been the one to kind of break the chains and trying to succeed in the business side of things. But for you, I know you come from a background of like business-minded entrepreneurs
and engineers. And the whole family there. But, you know, meeting Morgan, I instantly saw her mindset in that. And that's what initially attracted me to her, was her drive. And she just goes all in, including her sisters. I see it in, you know, Kaylin as well. she's gun ho as well. Little butt heads with her too.
Yeah.
But Morgan has that drive in her that really helps the business a lot.
Yeah. Both of you guys are very ambitious, hey? Now, was that always the case, like as growing up?
For myself, not really, besides starting my little firewood company with my brother.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And selling my dad cleared out our backyard. We had trees and made space for a shed. Pretty big shed. If you know, it was a very big shed for parties.
That one. You guys stored firewood there?
Yeah, no. So that whole area was, the garage. The Kryska parties. Or
oh man, those
parties.
You guys don't have them anymore.
Yeah, I know, right?
Grew up, had to buy a house.
Yeah, that's fair.
But maybe when we house it.
Yeah. Those and those are always so fun. Like I remember party at Kryska's.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Just like, oh man, like I need to get in that list.
Oh, I know those dang lists. Yeah. Well, you guys were the only house I feel like just outside of Sherwood Park that was throwing these huge parties in high school too. Just because in town people's doors were getting knocked down for having in-town parties.
Yeah, but they actually had like a building for it with like lights and the music and just the space.
Yep.
And just the washroom was there, easy access. You guys got the couch in there as well.
Exactly.
It was perfect. There was a dance floor.
Oh yeah.
The dance floor.
Yeah.
And all the firewood paid for it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Maybe made a few $100s.
Yeah. But still though, when you start a business, right? It doesn't matter what it is. You learn kind of just how to
you learn pretty
put
quick
yourself out there. Yeah.
What works and doesn't work.
Yeah.
And me working with my brother, I figured out that we don't work too well together. And we was a lot of butting heads, and it kind of sees what you're looking in for that, I guess, CEO partner for business rights. And he may have his own thing going for him, but with me, we a lot of butting heads. But maybe it's because we're siblings.
Yeah. Was it with Ethan?
Yeah, it was with Ethan.
Right.
Yeah. But he was 13 and I was 15, so not much of a great mindset there.
Yeah, it's you learn which people you can work with and can't work with, right? Because I know with my brother, I don't think I could work with him, but I don't really know though because I haven't done it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just based on like the different people that I've worked with, I know which people can actually understand me and understand the business side of things and actually get shit done.
Yeah.
Right. Because like certain people, right, they like to put off things or like answering emails, texting back, the phone calls, like all this adds up. And it's like, like what do I really want out of this business? Like, is it just purely for profit? Like, yes, you need profit, but do you want to be helping other people? Do you want to grow one day? Like, what's your vision? Right.
Well, I don't know, meeting you and you just work with me.
And
works.
You know what? Like, it's funny too, because our business in itself, like we do have my sisters work for us. Like it is a family business. We have 7 employees and 2 of them are family. So, you always run into hurdles, but I think we're all learning how to work with each other and there's always going to be challenges, but I guess how you overcome them and just learn from them.
Exactly.
It's like you go through a problem, right? And then you figure it out. When it took you maybe days or weeks to figure that out, now it's only going to take you a day because you've gone through all the trouble. It's like, answering that email in that way didn't grant a response that I wanted. Maybe trying it this way or like submitting this sheet on this day proved to be useful versus not submitting it. It's like all these different iterations just makes you a lot more productive, and that's actually just trying, just actually trying different ways. Just so many different ways.
Oh, we found that even in the last month, we actually hit our record sales. So Arizona Tanning has been an establishment for 30 years and we hit our record high sales last month.
Wow.
Through our marketing efforts, we ran a couple promotions. We had a wonderful website designer build us a new website that's a lot more user friendly. And I think all of these small adjustments that we're making are just clearly we're seeing ourselves thrive. And it's really exciting to see where the business is going to go based on these adjustments.
Yeah. Even with the form, the running club form sheet, like it was really, really clean. Like I didn't really have to do anything. And the reminder that gets sent out, Like that was like, is that how you guys get clients as well?
Yeah. So we use the same app for our run club that we do for just regular client bookings. And yeah, it sends out reminders. You can get email or text reminders for it. And then you can book your specific type of bed. And then we obviously have added the integration of having the sun run as like a private kind of form that people can fill out integrated in that same website. So yeah, it works really well for us.
You don't have to tan to run. It's for the community, not for Arizona. It's to build the connections with everyone else.
Yeah, no, it's
and it's good to get a coffee.
Yeah.
Which next weekend, it's the next one.
No, our next one is going to be August 9th. We have a couple weekends away here. Summers are hard, but
many people want to get married.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So many weddings.
But
no, the run club, it's been going really good. Like we initially brought the idea to our team and they all thought, oh, that's an interesting idea. They all were a little hesitant about it. And then we kind of just went gung-ho and just started the run club. Our first one we had
I was hesitant myself. I was like, do I have to run? But it was really beginner friendly.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to play soccer a lot, so I don't know how to pace at all, as you know. I just go. But that's how I handled everything.
No, I think it's just been a really good opportunity for us to kind of chat with some of our clients outside of the salon or, meet new people. And it's a nice, healthy way to like integrate a community in Sherwood Park too. So we meet at Arizona Tanning some Saturdays in the summertime at 9:30 a.m. And then we'll run to a local cafe. As you know, we ran to Roasty last time you joined us. So we'll alternate which cafes we're running to, do a partnership with them. So we've partnered with the Colombian Coffee before, where they've offered all of our runners free coffees when we arrive. Roasty offered us a discount last time we were there. So it's nice to partner and just spread the love around the community.
Yeah, I think with building a business too, why would people choose your business over the 100 other tanning salons, right? And it's making them feel a part of a community. Connected, like personable. Like why do people buy the iPhone, right? Apple, when it's a lot more expensive, when you can get just as good of a phone with other brands? It's because you want to be a part of something. You want to be a part of the brand, right? And I feel that you guys are doing a phenomenal job with making people feel a part of something. I think we all just want to belong, right? And if you get someone comfortable enough to just open up to you and then get to, they come back there. It's like a weekly thing, or even if they go to another tanning salon, it almost feels like cheating. You know what I mean? Like, when if you don't go to, you don't get a haircut from Jordan, right?
Oh, exactly.
Yeah.
Jordan's the best.
There's these, to be successful in a business, you need to make sure people feel they're a part of something.
And I feel like we show that even in our day-to-day. Like our clients are seriously like the best clients in the world. Like we have a lot of members that have been with us since the very beginning in 1995. I've been working there for 5 years. So you get to know people that come in every day, or they're tanning before vacation. So you'll see them once or twice a year. And it's such an exciting reunion when you get to see these people again after not seeing them, and catch up, hear about their adventures, and just kind of go from there.
You worked there before owning it?
I did, yeah. So I started there in 2020, just during university, part-time. And it's been a really awesome job. And I feel like we've tried to instill that community as we've taken over too, just making the girls feel like the work culture is huge for us, like making sure that our employees love being there and the clients love being there. We have a sign in the front that says, "This is my happy place." And I feel like it truly is my happy place.
Yeah. It's a very well designed too. Like I look around and it's very homey. It's like the way I described it is it's futuristic but modern. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I thought when I first saw the beds. I was like, what am I stepping into? And it just turns on, you go, whoa. It's a crazy experience, and it's nice. It rejuvenates myself, at least.
Yeah. Well, there's so many.
It's like a treat.
There's so many benefits to it too. Like, like there's known vitamin D increases in using the beds, or serotonin, dopamine. Lots of people will come in tanning in the wintertime just because they don't see the sun at all. They work 9 to 5, and that's the hours the sun is out. So they'll come tan after work, and you just gain those really nice benefits from the UV. Or even we have red light beds there too. So the red light therapy is known to like increase collagen, reduce wrinkles. I think red light is such a modernized way, and it's increasing. A lot of people are intrigued and wanting to try it. So that's something we want to dive a little bit more deeper into and bring more beds in that offer that for sure.
Yeah, in the future.
So what exactly is red light therapy, and how does it differ from traditional tanning methods?
Yeah. So, I mean, we have one bed. It's called our blush bed. So that one is a combination of UV and red light. So you'll get the benefits of UV. So basing your skin, prepping your skin, getting a tan. And then also with the red light therapy, typically it's like 630 nanometers is the frequency of the light. So it'll penetrate just basically 2 to 3 millimeters of your skin, so the top layer of your epidermis. And basically it'll help to, stimulate collagen. It helps with reducing wrinkles. There's also known benefits for muscle recovery. So a lot of athletes will be using it, or also like skin conditions. We have a gentleman who in particular has mentioned to me he's been using the bed for over a year, and he used to have mild psoriasis on his back, and it's completely gone from using it once a week. So it's exciting to hear those client victories and stories and how we're helping people. So,
Do you use the red light therapy as well?
Yeah. So mostly in the blush bed, but the KBL as well.
Yeah, the KBL.
Found out. Yeah. I was like, there's red lights in this. Pretty sure it's red light therapy as well. And compared, I used to do the stand-up bed. Lay down is a real nice treat. You relax, just lay there, and there's a good mirror in there to check it out after.
Yeah.
It's good lighting.
Is it like a sauna as well? Like, do you sweat?
Yeah, you'll get a nice pool of sweat right on your back. I found out, and but not like because it's humid or anything. It's just
Yeah, I guess you're just laying in a position where your body does
kind of traps the heat.
Yeah, there is a lot of ventilation in the beds though. So I mean,
it keeps you cool.
Yeah.
And there's a nice feature on the KBLs, the 800, where it mists you, and it's refreshing.
It's awesome. So with like the nanometers, what does that mean? Like,
yeah, so just different beds have different frequencies. So like UV tanning systems would be different than red light, and then also infrared. So we're talking about bringing in something specific. So it's funny you mentioned a sauna. We were actually chatting this week about bringing in some new systems. I think the next system we'd be bringing in is potentially an infrared sauna. I just think there's so many benefits to the infrared lighting. So infrared penetrates slightly deeper than what red light would. So infrared is anywhere from like 700 nanometers to over 1,000 nanometers in the frequency. And basically it'll penetrate deeper than what red light does, and it offers different benefits. So with infrared, it'll penetrate, roughly between like 3 and 5 millimeters below the skin. And it really gets to that deep tissue where a lot of athletes will use it for muscle recovery. I mean, you're huge on saunas too. Like there's just so many health benefits, I think, to that. And that's the direction we're wanting to take the business, is including more wellness offerings. And also there's other red light beds that also offer infrared in it. So
keeps you healthy and young.
Yeah.
Or try to. You ever see those beauty products with the red lights? They put that scary mask on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cold plunges as well.
That would be really cool to bring something like that in.
Idea.
Yeah, write that down, Chris.
I think, there's a massive market for that, all that, like the infrared saunas, like the cold plunges. That's like a lot of people derive so much value from that. Yeah. I personally, I can't picture my life without that. Like I engage in saunas probably 3-4 times a week. Like if I could, I'd do it every day. But I just think, saunas are so good. And I mean, the places that I've gone to have saunas, usually there's so many other people in the sauna. So I think for us, that's an untapped market where we can have a private sauna experience where you can have just like yourself and a friend, rent out whatever our sauna at our salon for whatever it is, 15, 20 minutes, 45-minute sessions, and then kind of go from there. It just adds a little bit more of a luxury experience, which I'm excited to share because I haven't found anywhere besides just at home saunas. But I mean, it's
hard to find friends that have saunas.
Yeah. You guys are all about wellness and health, right? You guys should open up a gym as well. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Right
You know
next
what?
to
You to be the run coach.
Yeah, seriously.
That'd be awesome, man. I could see it.
Well, honestly, that was another thing. I was like, as soon as we open up the tanning salon, let's do a Pilates studio next. Chrissy's like, hey, Morgan, slow down a little bit.
Spin class.
Spin class. Something every year.
Exactly.
I mean, still, we're in our 20s, right? There's still so many years. Like a lot of people become top business moguls, like the best of the best, when they're like 40, 50. I feel like you guys are already starting out so young with so much business experience and with a business mindset that I think this is just the beginning.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like it takes
beginning of two things, our business and our relationship.
Yes.
Because we just started dating just last year and then bought a business this year.
Yeah, it's so exciting to see the journey. It's been really, really cool to see you guys come together and build something, and it's so like efficient as well. Like what you guys have done, and you guys use your time well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, even it's funny you mentioned the gym because that's actually where we met. I feel like we're both very health focused people, and to meet somewhere that's important to us is really cool and just progress our journey together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you mentioned that some clients have seen improvements in chronic conditions like psoriasis. Like, can you share any personal client stories or results that stood out to you?
Yeah, no, honestly, there's been a good handful. Like even the UV has helped a lot of clients, but especially that bed that we have, that our blush bed is the red light and UV bed. Mm-hmm. That one client in particular, he just mentioned that I was chatting with him a few weeks ago, and he mentioned that he's been using the blush bed for just over a year now, and he comes in just once a week, so nothing overdoing it, and he gets his nice UV benefits from the bed, but also the red light. And he noticed that there was a patch on his skin, on his back, that is no longer there. It's completely gone, which is really cool to hear. Yeah, how we're able to help different people with different skin conditions.
Sheds light on like, wow, that's really beneficial for the skin, and that could bring in help a lot more people if we focus more on that as well.
Yeah,
because you want to look good when you're bathing suit. Mm-hmm. I know I do.
Yeah, I know with people that are business minded, like it's always about like wanting to help other people. Like, have you guys always been like that?
I've always been, I guess, like a people pleaser myself. I always like to share a smile or a laugh with everyone. So with this business, it really is beneficial to me because I get to see the stories that it helps, or, that little glow they get before their wedding. It's like another way to, help people.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, you see the photos after a wedding, you're like, wow, you look gorgeous. Don't tell my wife that.
Yeah.
Future wife.
Yeah. What kind of reactions do you guys get after people get a tan?
It's usually it's just positive.
I don't think there's been very many negative experiences.
Yeah. Besides that, they want to stay in longer. And we say, we can't do that.
We got to tan you safely.
Tan you safely.
Yeah.
They go, I can handle it. And we're like, the sun's pretty dangerous, but a tanning bed keeps it safe.
Really? So they want to stay longer in the beds, but they're like, there's a time limit. This is how you get cancer.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why we say with 24 hours, you have to wait 24 hours until your next tan, because you never want to overdo it, because that's how you create problems. Like,
oh, absolutely. We're very strict, and honestly, even our system, like it won't physically allow us to tan someone if it's been within that 24-hour window. And like, let's say Chris's skin type, like there's 5 different skin types, let's say, or 6 different skin types. Chris is, let's say, halfway through there. So he'd start off at maybe 3-4 minutes in our high intensity bed, which is a 10-minute max bed, and then slowly work up a minute at a time.
And 3 minutes did not sound like a lot to me. I was like, that's it? Just 3 minutes and now give me a tan? And for my first experience, I thought that was kind of like, that doesn't seem real. And then after going after the tan and doing it a second time, I'm like, wow, that actually works. And I don't need aloe vera. It's like going on those family trips, and the first day you are sunburnt, and then your parents have to lather you up. And
for the entire trip.
For the entire trip, and it hurts. So that's why I always never knew it was a thing, but it was like a pre-tan before you go on vacation. Yeah. So that way you benefit from actually enjoying your stay and not tossing and turning because you have sunburn in the middle of the night.
Yeah, fair. You want to prepare the skin,
Yeah,
right?
it's like anything.
To be able to hold all the UV that it's about to absorb.
Yeah, because when you're at an all-inclusive drinking Mai Tais, pina coladas, you sometimes forget to put some sun lotion on.
Yeah. That's big. I was just in Mexico this year, and it's just when you're out there, right, you forget sometimes because after you get into the water, you need to reapply like every single time. When people say water resistant, it's like it's not really water resistant because after you get into the water, it all goes off.
Yeah.
Then you have to constantly reapply. But having that tan, right, make sure that if you do forget, and your skin's better prepared.
Yeah, better prepared. Doesn't prevent it.
Yeah, it doesn't prevent it,
but it gives you a nice base.
Yeah.
It gives you a nice starting point for heading into the sun.
And I mean, ever since I started tanning this year, I haven't had sunburn once.
Really?
Usually after, day drinking or something on the weekend, I'll usually get the nice farmer tan, and then the next day my shoulders would be burnt red.
Yeah.
And now swimming or going by the pool, I haven't had anything extreme yet.
Oh, wow.
But it has been raining a lot, so maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, that's fair. So how did you two decide to not only become life partners, but also launch a business together? Was that always the plan?
Not at all. No. I mean, within the last just over a year, we just started dating, just bought a house, and then shortly before we were introduced to the business, I sneakily bought a ring for her. So, and then next thing you know, a couple months later, this business came into our laps, and I was like, wow, I'm starting everything with her, and I'm not scared at all.
No, it's been very exciting. I think just the journey and how quickly everything's progressed, but it's been so natural in the same way that I couldn't be more blessed to be going through life and business with you.
How do you know, though, like which that person is the person you want to start a business with? Because you never really know, right? Like, is it like a feeling, or is it some things that you've journaled about or thought about?
I've never even crossed my mind about starting a business with her until we started talking about it and saying like what our roles would be, and so we don't step on each other's toes, and like I'll be in my lane, she'll be in hers, and we'll discuss at the end of the day, but still keeping our private life separate, so that way it's not always just business.
Yeah, I think having personal time is so important too. Like at the end of the day, sometimes I'm really excited and I bring home all these ideas, and he still works full time at his job.
Yeah,
so he's a busy guy. He comes home and just wants to decompress, and I'm just
go to the gym and eat some ice cream.
and then I'm there with all these ideas. So it's good to, set those boundaries and, allow business time for business time and personal time for personal time, I think is important. And, we do pray through a lot of this together too. And I think God has just been a huge part of our life too, in making all of this happen. So
praying for a lot of patience.
Lots of patience. Actually, funny enough, you mentioned that. I don't know if you've seen the Chat GPT trend where you ask Chat what your weakness is or something like that. And I sent it to Chris because Chat says that I need patience, that I'm too eager about things and I just want to do everything right now.
So I always say, let's pray for patience.
Yep.
Funny that.
Because I feel like with you, Morgan, you have a lot of these ideas, right? And it just circulates all in your head and you want to get them all done at once. But it's like taking a deep breath and going, just need to relax. Good things come to those who wait.
Yes.
Right? And it's just, I'm the same way too, where I just, I want to do that. I want to do this. And then it's like, I can't do it all today. Right? I have to wait. Do you struggle with that as well?
I'm more, I guess, laid back in that sense.
Very logical.
Kind of logical thinker. I look at more of the bigger picture. Like I bought the ring for her in September and she was still in school. And I was like, I know I want to marry her, but I'm going to wait because it's going to create more stress. And then next thing you know, we were buying a business and I was like,
while I was writing finals,
she was writing finals and I was like, I'm not trying to hurt her mental health right now because then she'll want to plan a wedding rather than buy the business or focus on school. And juggling a lot just creates unneeded stress. And I was like, I know she's going to say yes.
Yeah.
But I was still scared to ask.
That's fair. How do you know when she's the one?
That's a tough question. I just kind of knew. It was weird. We were shopping for rings, and I saw her try on a few, and when I saw her fall in love with the ring, I like fell in love all over again.
This one right here.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Man.
Yeah, and I was like, I know I want to buy that for her, and I'm gonna have zero regrets holding on to that until we're both ready to be engaged. Now, future married.
So it was like you saw her put the ring on,
And I was like, yeah, she's putting that back on.
You just visualize this. Like, did you visualize it like 10, 20 years down the road? Like,
was debating asking that day.
Oh, wow. Really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah. But then I was like, logically, I was like, you can't spring all this at once. She's still in school. And I mean, I had my own boxes. I wanted checked. Don't want to jump the gun, you know?
Yeah.
I had to.
I feel like
make sure
to get to know someone, it's like a year, right? Like at least around there.
Yeah.
Because like before that, it's all just butterflies and you're in the thrill of it. Everything's new. But after a year, it becomes normal.
That's exactly what one of my boxes where I was like, she has to finish school, make sure she gets a job here because I don't want her to move away from me. That would suck. And we had the same religious and morals and family values.
Which I think is so important, just like to talk about even in the beginning stages of dating. Like we talked about that
before I even bought the ring.
How does God play a role in your lives?
Well, he's mostly just guidance for me. And he's been more new into my life, especially in the last year and a half. I know you've been pursuing that a little bit longer than me recently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we both come from faith backgrounds and our parents have always had us involved in the church. But I think as you become an adult and you have your own thoughts and ideas, you kind of can drift away from certain ideologies. And I think for me, like we've talked about this before, it was when my grandpa had passed away. And yeah, it just made sense for me at that point in time to reconnect that relationship because it's not just organized religion. It's a relationship with God and Jesus and how you want to pursue your life.
Yeah. Also, if you don't mind, just speaking in the mic when you turn to Chris.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Like this. Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. I should have told you that. I just didn't want to. I just felt like we're in such a good flow, right? I didn't want to like spring that up, but like I guess. But yeah, I think God serves as a pillar for me when things get really tough. Like how do I go about life, right? And like asking for patience, like praying there. It's like I just feel a lot more patient that day. You know what I mean? I can't explain it, or asking for more compassion towards my family, or like stopping overthinking, or like just things come together, right? When you have that side, when you have God in your side.
What can go wrong?
Yeah. And I've said this a million times, and I think when I have high faith, it's like walking through a wall of bullets and not feeling fear. No? How does faith feel for you guys?
That's honestly so profound. I don't even know. Like, I think, I would describe it exactly how you said. Like, it just feels like a complete weight has been lifted off my shoulders and I'm not the one steering, God is, and I just follow the path that he has me on.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's I don't know.
Yeah, it's something that we can't explain, right? You know,
hard to put in words, but it's been more recent. It's like praying for it is bringing it to fruition, and it's like actually speaking to God. He's like, "Oh, I understand what you're looking for now." And then it's weird how like later that week or later in the month it happens and you go, wow, I've been praying for that for just a few days or a month and it happened. But not everything comes that easy as well.
Yeah. You have to work for it too.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
There's different lessons being learned too. I feel like sometimes you go through seasons of life that are supposed to teach you different things too. And it's not just given to you.
Yeah. Like all the pain, I think that's a part of life too. It teaches us something. Exactly. And I think we're given that by God to be able to learn what's right for us. Because without it, then how are we supposed to appreciate the good things? Right? Without the pain, then how can we cherish the moments? Without death, then how can we have gratitude to live every day? Right? Because everything can be taken away from you, you know. But it's about, you know, still instilling hope and still trying to be compassionate for those people that we love, instead of succumbing to the evils and succumbing to like the monotony of life, and still kind of going about things forward looking and with optimism, you know. Yeah, I feel like Christianity really helps with that. So what are the biggest challenges and biggest rewards of being both business and romantic partners?
I don't know. There's just
biggest challenges, you know, well, sometimes handling different situations. We both have our own way of thinking, but it's a lot of compromise as well. It's understanding both sides before you come to conclusions.
Which I'm grateful for, because I think a lot of business previously for me has just been on my own, and I just do things the way that I think it's best. But it's really, really good having a business partner. And I would highly suggest to anyone wanting to start a business to find a business partner where you align with values, morals, but also bring different ideas to the table, because I think you would deal with situations differently than I would. And we've even noticed this in the past few months regarding either like clients or employees. And I think you just have such a level-headed way of dealing with things. And I just really appreciate that in a business partner, and you logically look at things. So I do appreciate that.
You're like the more logical, more, hey, this is what needs to get done, and you're going to get it done. You're more a doer. You're more like ideas, right? And
lots of ideas.
Lots of ideas. And Chris is kind of like,
okay, let's take these ideas and funnel them.
Yeah. A few will come through. Maybe the other ones will stay there for a couple years.
How important is communication when it comes to
100%. You can't work together without it. Even if you're not business owners, like relationships, even employees with employees, you need to communicate. Because if you don't say what's going on to other people or even God, how are they supposed to know how to help you?
Yeah, I think we expect people to just read our minds, right? And it builds resentment.
And then you create all these fake scenarios, and then that will be a worse scenario.
Yeah, there's this quote of unspoken expectations are premeditated resentments. Like what you don't tell your brother, your business partner, your friend about your expectations, and you just assume them to do it, then you're just going to set yourself up for failure. It's like, I expected you to text me at this time, but you never tell them. It's like, how are they supposed to know? They can't read your mind.
Yeah.
It's all about just communication and being on the same page. Because if you're on page 30 and they're on page 60, how are you guys reading the same thing? You're not.
Exactly.
Yeah, it may be the same book, but it's an entirely different paragraph. You know? So what advice would you give to other couples thinking about going into business together, and what's helped you guys make it work?
Well, just identifying your roles is the big thing. Understanding who brings what to the table, and, you know, not stepping on each other's toes. And, you know, communication with each other is, again, the big thing. Because if you're just both doing your own thing, but working to the same goal, you guys are working apart and not together.
Yeah. And it's like, yeah, you can both be productive, but you're going in separate ways. Exactly. And that could make you even more detached. And that could be, maybe it could be good for the business, but it could be bad for you guys as a couple.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Like even just, in the very beginning, I feel like as we were in the negotiations, even before we had closed the business deal, we were very communicative on what our roles were, what we would need on a day-to-day basis. Like for me, I'm more operational owning. So I'm there every day dealing with all the day-to-day stuff. We don't have a manager, so I'm managing and owning, which creative design, I guess, all that extra. And Chris has his other roles where he's helping support that and just be a really good foundation, helping with more maintenance.
And smiles.
Yeah.
Always smiles.
I know running a business is one of the hardest things ever, because as an employee, you just go in, you clock in 9 to 5, you're
Exactly.
out. You don't think about it. But with a business,
It doesn't.
you're
You don't clock out.
never clocked out, and you're constantly thinking about ways to optimize it, ways to market, ways to enhance the business, ways to increase the retention, increase the customers and the value, right? You never really, like, there's no work-home balance.
Yeah.
And stress can be very, very high with running a business. How do you guys deal with stress? Do you guys have some sort of protocol?
Protocols would be, watching a show together or going to the gym, take your mind literally off the work and try to focus on something else. Because if you put 100% into something, you're leaving out something else.
You definitely need to circle back to it. I think a lot of times, especially, business comes in waves, like it's up and down, whether that be revenue, issues that you're having. Yeah. And by circling back and just taking a pause, I feel like we've been able to realize things that we weren't seeing in the bigger picture before.
Taking the time to step back and go, okay, what is this? What are we doing, right? What are we actually trying to strive towards? Like, instead of focusing more on the day to day, it's like looking at the bigger picture and going, okay, today may be a bad day, but it's like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like, everybody has bad days. Every business has bad days.
Yeah.
So
it's normal.
Yeah, it's normal. So what does a day in the life of running a tanning salon look like, and what really goes into it?
Yeah, for me, I'm usually there operationally helping customers all day, and also doing payroll in the background, or responding to any email inquiries, any technical issues that come up that I can't handle. I usually pass along to Chris.
Yeah, that's where I come in.
Yeah, no, Chris helps with so much.
Yeah, or, just how to handle if someone has complaints. It's just bouncing ideas like, yeah, this happened, but you got to understand, both sides to everything. And
I feel like just ensuring we're on the same page, like in consistency and how we deal with different situations too, is important. Like, and even consistency with our customers. Like, we've made a lot of changes in the last little bit, and ensuring that we're being consistent and fair with all of our clients, I think, is important, rather than providing special treatment to certain ones can offer a lot of inconsistency, which we've been trying to mitigate.
Yeah, because otherwise it's unfair to others. And then if they get it, why doesn't everyone? So that was a hard first hurdle for us to make everything even, I guess.
Yeah, because you guys are well known in Sherwood Park, right? You have a lot of friends coming in and out, and it's like, if you have some favorites come in, it's gonna inconsistency is gonna spread and go, oh, how come this person's getting this deal and I'm only getting that? I think in the short term it's good, because maybe you may have your friends keep coming back, but in the long term it may be bad, because it'll unfairness would be and then I think value.
It does, and it also devalues, I think, the business as well, and it sets the expectation that people can always just get whatever they want. And I think when you're running a business, there's so many costs that are incurred that you can't just hand handouts to everybody.
Yeah, it helps with structure a lot, because then you're actually following a plan, and then you're not deviating from that. Yeah.
So where do you guys see Arizona tanning in the next 5 or 10 years?
Well, my ideas are all at the top of the funnel. We'll see what actually comes out the bottom.
More beds, expansion, diving into infrared, more red lights, saunas.
A renovation.
Yeah, renovations, updating the look. Lots of ideas, even within the next 5 years.
Yeah.
Maybe 1 year.
Yeah, I think.
But it's all about growing.
Yeah, we really just want to see what ideas and what structure is going to actually help us grow, I guess, sooner. So, there's lots of ideas that we want to trickle in the next little bit, and see where our business can kind of go from there. But definitely offering more wellness offerings, like Chris mentioned, is super important, I think. And also just a refreshed look. Like, I'm a marketing major, so looks and aesthetics as much as some people might not think. No, I know that you care. But like marketing just wise, I think that it's good to, have a refined look and branding too. Like we've done a lot of work, I think, with trying to refine that look in the last little bit. And I think, just working together on that has been super awesome.
Yeah. I think marketing's a big thing, which I've actually have one of my really good friends. He's very talented and he makes music, and right now he's writing a novel. And I told him that if, let's say you have a great product and it's phenomenal, but if you don't have a way of getting people to partake in it, to actually consume it, then how will you ever know it's good?
Yeah.
Right? How will you ever know this product is actually something that it stands out? But at the same time, it actually has to be good, because if you have 100 people partake in that product and nobody comes back, it's not good. You have to change. You have to rebrand. You have to focus on maybe the way you deal with customers. Maybe there's something in the product that needs changing, some sort of chemical, so maybe it's the aesthetic. There's all these things that you can improve on, right? And within like 5 to 10 years, I'm sure you guys will look back today and go, wow, there's so much improvement. We could have done that. We could have done this. But then every day, right, you don't realize it up until you make that fix.
I think also like the way that the business structure is in the tanning industry in particular, even just salon-based businesses, that you can only offer so much in the space that you have. So like we have 10 beds, but once we get closer to a capacity, we're kind of capped on how we can continue getting more people through the door. So I think once you hit that capacity is with a type of operational business like ours, that you'll need to eventually, like the next step is to build another location, because there's just no other way to keep growing.
Maybe in the 5-year mark.
What is your personal why behind the business?
Why? I don't know, the drive. Like help create something for our family and our generation, I guess. For I don't know.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I think I totally agree with Chris. Like I think just being able to help people. I mean, with different business models that I've had in the past, it's always been about solving a problem and sharing that care about an industry with other people. And I think since this is an industry that I've been involved in for 5 years now, that it's definitely something that it brings a lot of happiness to me. And I like sharing that happiness with others by, the services that we offer and seeing the smiles on people's faces, and just being able to share glow with everybody.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer that we all need some sort of creative outlet, like whether it be drawing, whether it be, singing, whether it be making music. Building a business is probably one outlet where it's just so fulfilling too, right? Being able to get people together and just continuously improving, because it's the way you do one thing is the way you do everything, right? Whether it be, the gym, whether it be your business, it kind of just floods into other aspects of your life. You get to learn more about yourself from the pressures in the business, right? You learn how to work under pressure. Like you learn how to be there on time, to when to open, to coordinate things, and you learn how to be reliable, right? I feel like even I guess I could podcast. I'd say it's kind of like a business, right?
Absolutely, it is.
It's like learning how to communicate with people properly, learning how to welcome them, learning how to adapt on the spot and come up with certain things. And it's just, you learn so much and you get to express yourself, right? Yeah. I think it's amazing. And I really respect you guys starting a business, because you guys could have played it the safe route and just done like a house, like a rental property. I feel like and I'm sure you guys have thought about it, just get someone to rent it. But with dreamers such as yourselves, it's daunting, right? I feel like that's kind of enticing a little bit, right? A little bit of a challenge.
Yeah, scary. All the risks come with everything, but to have someone in your corner to help you with those risks really improve the chances of success.
Mm. How do you feel Morgan has changed you as a person?
More focused. I mean, just even relationship wise, I always, just kind of go about life, not really focused on one thing, but meeting her really helps me, I guess, dial in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and understand what's important and what I value and what I want for my future.
Yeah.
It was kind of a shock meeting her.
And you, Morgan?
I would say just understanding. Like, I just feel, I know we've mentioned the word patience a lot, but genuinely, like, I just feel more calm and like present and just understanding of other people. And I think you just helped bring that to light in me a lot, especially as of recently. So I really appreciate you for bringing that out of me.
Yeah, I noticed it in my sister is before she got engaged to her fiance now, she seemed like a lot more insecure and a lot more, I don't know, angry. But like since they've been together, what, like 2-3 years, like I've seen such a shift in her mood and just the way she conducts herself and the way she goes about life. It's palpable. The her energy, and you notice it with people, right? That when you're the person looking outside, you kind of you get to notice when it's just you in the relationship, you're just maybe you're infatuated, you don't really know, but I can see the change since talking to you guys before, because I think we started talking both of you guys before you guys got together. Yeah. And I seen kind of the way you guys present yourselves and the way like your communication, and even you guys look happier. I don't know, like your skin looks better. I don't know if it's just the tanning,
it's the tan.
But it's
Arizona tanning.
It's Arizona tanning. This is not scripted. Okay, totally not scripted. Yeah, but what would you guys advise for people that are looking for looking for that other person that they can make themselves better?
Well, I don't know if I can advise anything, I just stumbled upon it. I don't know if going to the gym to try to pull my life a bit together, focus on one thing then rather than just work and drink, trying to build something better for myself. And exactly when I started doing that, I ran into her and I thought she was just being nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she could tell you she was not being nice. She's
no,
trying
it
to
took
flirt.
a lot of persistence. He just thought I was being very kind. Yeah, I was very patient for about 8 months. Yeah. And then I had to ask him out because he wasn't getting my hints. But the rest is history.
There we go. Persistence. That's what it is.
And patience.
Yeah, no, I heard the full story in our last the last Arizona Run Club. It was quite the story.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think you just stumbled upon it. I think you wanted your life to get better. Yeah. So you started going to the gym, you stopped drinking as much, and you were the same way, where you wanted to better yourself too, go to the gym, and you guys met there. But I think to derive from that is to just pursue building yourself, and eventually within that sphere, you'll find someone that is like-minded, right? Because if one of you guys didn't start going to Glen Allen, then you guys would have never met, or if one of you guys were just wasn't open to talking to other people and you're just being shy, right? If you were just in your shell, then you wouldn't have met each other.
Yeah, I think my advice would be just to, put yourself in environments that maybe might make you uncomfortable. Put yourself in environments where you genuinely like to be. If you like to golf, go involve yourself in the golf community and doing different community events or run clubs. Go to run clubs. Anything where you physically visualize yourself wanting to be, you'll likely meet someone, or who knows, even just friendships within that space where you can connect with and just better yourself.
Yeah. Being in a place where it's you, right? You don't have to fake anything. You don't have to be someone you're not. And you're there with another person that also wants the same thing. Like whether it be like church, run club, the gym, right?
Yeah.
Work. Yeah. Like depends what kind of, like my dad always told me this is if you become a McDonald's worker, the person you'll marry will probably be a McDonald's worker. You know, there's nothing bad about that. But is this what you really want? Right? If you're a person that works out a lot, you're probably going to marry somebody who works out a lot too, or like is really into fitness or really into art, right? It's like run towards what makes you feel you, and you'll find someone. Yeah. So what has been the biggest lesson you guys have learned as entrepreneurs?
Patience.
We keep circling back.
Patience, like the theme. Patience.
Yeah. Patience is a big thing in anything. But biggest thing I learned is I could not do it without Morgan.
Oh, that's really sweet. I feel the exact same. Yeah. I mean, it's just, there's so many things that you can learn, I guess, in this space, and you just have to put yourself out there and take those risks, because the more you learn, the more you grow. But
like me coming to this today, I'm scared of the camera. I still am. But she pushed me out of my box, and so.
I've been asking Chris to come on the podcast for actually a year and a half now.
It took her about that long to finally get me to say yes to a date.
And this seems to be a pattern here.
Yeah. It does.
Yeah. And this won't be the last podcast. This won't be the last.
Uh-oh.
Well, this is my third time here, so now you gotta match me on.
It'd be good. No, we'll need a solo Chris episode. Yeah, we'll need that.
Yeah.
Oh no. Almost out of water.
Yeah. What advice would you give someone starting their own business or buying an existing one?
Have good credit. Same as buying a house.
Oh, really?
Make sure you have good credit. Have a little bit of money saved. Because if you don't have good credit, the banks aren't going to approve you for any lines of credit.
Nope.
No business loans, no credit cards.
Yeah.
So that is probably the number one thing. Get your credit in line. Make sure you have decent credit so that you can set yourself up.
Pursue what you want to do.
Yeah, because once you have that, it's easy to find a bank that aligns with you and make sure they have the resources that are able to help you contribute to your goals financially.
And something that motivates you. Like she was already in the tanning industry, so she already knew the ins and outs of customer service and the beds and everything. And I was just kind of mechanically inclined, so it kind of worked out that way. And if you just go blindly in something you know nothing about, it's going to be a steep hill or mountain for yourself. So make sure you're prepared. So lots of business plans.
Yeah. Also finding a really good lawyer.
And a lawyer
that also helps.
You guys have a lawyer?
Yes.
Business lawyer.
Yeah. You can't negotiate any business deals on your own. Make sure you have someone who you trust and can help you set yourself up for success, and make sure that all the fine lines in the contract are written out for your share purchase agreement. So
make sure it benefits yourself. You got to be selfish in those things.
Yeah, we had that.
You're working for you.
Yeah, we had that conversation at the run club. Yeah, I really like that. Where yes, you care about other people, but you kind of have to be selfish in a way, right? Because everybody that's within making a deal is trying to do what's best for them. And if you just keep giving and giving, right, they win all the time and you lose. Right?
And then you start off on the wrong foot.
Yeah.
So it's good to be pretty selfish, and obviously the opposing team or anything will fight back, and that's how you find common ground as well.
And do your research, right?
Because there is research.
Do you guys just talk to people, or like Google, ChatGPT? How do you guys go about finding information?
I go to my dad a lot. He's big in business and deals and handling things like that. And he was a big help for me and Morgan, as well as even helping negotiate a bit. Like telling him some of our tactics.
Because that's something that neither of us.
Well, that's kind of rude to ask for that. And he goes, just ask for it. We go, oh, that's that easy?
Yeah. Don't ask, you don't get. So.
Yeah. That's something where
people have a hard time to do. Because it's like, am I being rude asking that? But it's like, not really. It's like, hey, can I get a deal on this? And they go, no. You go, okay, well, at least I asked.
Yeah. That's what I always think about when I ask certain family members or friends to like help me out, like whether it be filming or audio, or if I can borrow something. And I like with my family, they go, oh, like they don't want to ask other people because it's like a burden. They think, oh, it's like I could just do this by myself. But for me, I'm different in the way where this would make my life easier if I just asked. And if that person says yes, then my life is easier. And same way where if they ask me for help, okay, like we help each other out, right? And how would we build a system of a rising tide lifts all boats if we don't keep continually adding to the water to make the tide go higher? You know, if we just do it all ourselves, then how can we go higher and higher? There's no such thing as a self-made millionaire. You know, there's no such thing as a self-made man. Like you need the help from your friends and family. Like without your dad, like how would you have all this knowledge, right? And of course you could get it somewhere else, but your dad's already been through all the deals, and Morgan knows all the customer service and all the ins and outs with the tanning salon and kind of the cons and the pros. It's like, why not just ask Morgan, you know, instead of going about it by yourself to learn.
Everyone has their strengths, and you have to understand where they can help you.
Yeah.
No, I think just even in itself, like we've been so blessed to have your dad as a mentor, but that also would be another thing that I would highly recommend is surround yourself with people who are doing the things that you want to do, because you're the common denominator of the 5 people you surround yourself with most. So if you're surrounding yourself with mentors, people who are business savvy, it's going to definitely help you and help gain a lot of knowledge in that industry for sure.
Yeah, I even heard that like if your friend gets married, you're more likely to get married. You know, if your friend gets divorced, you're more likely to get divorced. You know, it's like there's so much. So I'm trying to get people that are married, you know, so I can get
married. Find the one.
Find the one. No, but I was listening to this podcast, and like it was this woman with the PhD, and she talked about just the people that you surround yourself with. If they smoke, if they work out, if all they do is drink, that's who you're gonna be. Right? That's not in the sense where you make the conscious effort to. It's all subconscious. It's all in the unconscious where, okay, I got nothing to do. What are people doing for fun?
Yeah.
Like, exactly. If they're playing pool all the time, you're probably gonna play pool. If they play video games all the time, or if they, you know, if they're how they talk about women, how they talk about life, like do they complain all the time? All these things add up, and
it's the energy.
Yeah, and when you expose yourself to someone who complains about their family all the time, you're probably gonna see all the red as well. You're gonna see all the negativity. Yeah, so it's good to like be able to surround yourself with like-minded people, or people who you want to become, right? Mentors and people that are have business mindsets, and people who work out. It's like,
I think they all just kind of go hand in hand. Most entrepreneurs, I feel like that I know, have a very strict wellness routine, and that's something really important to them, because I feel like if you're disciplined in that area of your aspect of your life, typically other aspects of your life will follow suit.
Yeah. It's like making your bed when you first wake up.
Yeah, that's massive. Yeah. And I think, okay, for us, like it's so normal, right? It's so normal to hit the gym, to go out in the sun, go for runs. It's like normal, right? If you actually look at the reality of it, it's actually not normal. Like most of the world's either overweight or obese, in debt, and people follow the path of least resistance because it's easy, right? Like, but since you guys are already the ones to start businesses, to buy your own house, to get married, to follow the things that are hard, that are tough, to have those tough talks, you just talk to people that work out, that prioritize their diet, that do this. And so the people that smoke a lot, that all they do is drink and party, you just don't see that part of life, you know? It's not in the sense where, you know, you don't care about those people. I'm sure those people have their own talents, but it's just the way you've structured your life.
It just naturally follows suit.
Yeah, the gravity, you're just pulled into it, right? Like I don't think you guys would have been on the show if I wasn't the type of person to work out, if I wasn't the type of person, you know, to like running. You know, but since I just like those activities, here we are. You know what I mean?
And we're able to connect over those different activities for sure.
Yeah.
It's something that we have a common ground in.
Which is like, when people ask me, like, how do I, find purpose or find, my people, I just tell them like, just choose someone who you think's like cool. What are they doing? Like, I think you guys are pretty cool. What are you guys doing? Like starting businesses, right? Running. You guys are talking about how to be good entrepreneurs. You guys are in a fulfilling, nurturing relationship. And it's like, okay, like I can just ask them for advice. Like I'm always continuously asking you guys, oh, what do you guys think of this and this and this? And it's like, you just learn so much.
And different people, I feel like, have different life experiences. So it's so cool to be able to, just connect with different people. Because I mean, my upbringing is different than Chris's versus yours. And I think we can all just connect on the differences and then similarities too. Yeah.
It's been awesome to have you guys on. It's I'm really thankful to have met you guys, and I still continuously learn from you guys a lot every time I see you guys at GARC. And like, even I'm thankful that I know people who actually have like a solid business in Sherwood Park, and all I want to do is like promote you guys, and I want to see Arizona tanning, be worldwide one day. Who knows? No, really. Yeah.
Maybe we'll bring back the men's line. Print to Fit will integrate back.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
New name.
What's one thing you guys remember that made you guys the person you are today?
Okay, super random, but as a kid, I would have lemonade stands, and I would run those lemonade stands like it was my full-time job. I was running those lemonade stands until I was probably like 14 years old, until I was like, oh, geez, probably shouldn't be running these lemonade stands anymore. But we'd have like all this signage, my sisters and I, and like we were in the newspaper one year. And I think just like marketing and sales has been something just like integrated from when I was so young, from like, I don't know, really, really young. And then it just kind of carries through.
Yeah. Well, mine was also, running a business, and little firewood business with my brother. And you kind of learn how to butt heads properly. Whether it's you don't agree on something, with compromising. And, I witnessed a lot of fights when I was younger, verbally, and you learn how to see both sides of things. And it's never one-sided. And it helps with relationships as well as business. There's always two sides of how to handle something, and it helps create, I guess, a good manager.
That's actually one thing that I feel like I've learned from you too. And I feel like a lot of people sometimes will want to gossip or talk about different things. And that's always something I feel like as of recently I've been really bringing to the table is, well, how was the other person's side of the story? Like there's always two sides to a story.
Even though I love her, I don't take her side just because I love her. I got to explain it out and say, well, maybe she felt that because of this. And it goes, oh, maybe I was rude, or maybe she was right. It's just understanding. A lot of understanding, I feel like I learned.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's something that a lot of people know, but don't actually internalize, But I feel like you guys, every time I talk to you guys have never been a type to spread gossip. Like, I don't know. I never really.
We enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's why we watched Bachelor in Paradise. but then it stays there.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I love my little reality TV, but yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on the Long Term Podcast. I can see you two go very, very far. This is just the beginning.
Yeah.
And if you guys any marketing stuff, return in the pod, interviews, you got my contacts.
Yes, we do. And we know where you work out.
Yeah, you know where I work out.
And now where you live.
Yeah. But do you guys have any last words to the audience?
No, I think just overall, like, thank you so much. I just can't wait to see your podcast grow. I know this is something that you invest a lot of time and resources into. We were talking before this, how many hours go into editing this. And I don't think people realize that you do this like it takes 8 hours to edit a video, and you have 147 videos now out, which is incredible. Crazy. And I think just props to you and your ambition and just your consistency, I think is really, really profound. So
thank you.
Any one of these people could be next.
Yeah, that's true. If you're watching.
If you're watching, you're next.
Thank you so much. You guys are so kind. And as always, to everyone listening and watching, there is a place for you in this chaotic world. Never lose hope, strengthen your faith, and keep it long term. Kryska and Morgan Early, everyone, or soon to be Morgan Kryska.
Yep.
So,
yes.
Peace.
Bye.
Sweet.
That was fun. See, Chris, it was so good.